Detectives in Manatee County are working to find answers after a body believed to be that of a missing teen was found Friday.
18-year-old Giovanni Pelletier was last seen alive August 1st. His family says his body was discovered in a retention pond near the off-ramp to I-75 South and State Road 70. News Channel 8's Manatee County Bureau reporter Allison Henning is at the Sheriff's Office with the latest on this investigation.
Deputies here have taken over this case, actively working this death investigation, working to figure out exactly how Pelletier ended up in that pond. From one end of the state to the other, volunteers and loved ones spent countless hours searching for 18-year-old Giovanni Pelletier. Those efforts came to a tragic halt Friday when a family friend found a body in Manatee County that authorities believed to be his. Pelletier was last seen August 1st while on a road trip from Inglewood to Brevard County. His distant cousins told Charlotte County deputies the teen started acting erratically before getting out of their car and walking off near I-75 and State Road 70, which is where authorities say a badly decomposed body was found in a retention pond 1 week later.
This is never the outcome that anybody wants to see. The family, it's heartbreaking. They're dealing with this loss and grieving, and our detectives are doing everything they can to supply them with information.
Right now, detectives are working across county lines, gathering information and searching for answers as the medical examiner's office works to determine the official cause of death. We are told preliminary autopsy findings showed no signs of trauma or foul play.
There's a lot of work to be done, and we're going to continue to try to figure out everything we can. Why did he end up in this pond?
As the investigation continues here, the teen's family is asking for privacy. Reporting in Manatee County, Allison Henning, 8 on your side.
Homeowners in Winter Haven are fed up about a long-standing and often unruly tradition.
Some boaters chose the water in front of their home as their meeting spot to hang out and party. It's happening on Lake Winterset, a part of the chain of lakes in Winter Haven. News Channel 8's Polk County Bureau reporter Stacy DeSilva is there live for us with how things have escalated lately. Stacy.
Yeah, Jen and Keith, there's a video circulating on social media that shows a fight that broke out here. Punches were thrown. The sheriff's office is now investigating. It's the latest in years of sometimes raucous behavior on this what looks like peaceful water now alongside this upscale community.
My house is the second house right there.
Gary Resmondo moved to a waterfront property on Lake Winterset from a home further inland, a move he now regrets.
I can't even hear myself think. I mean, on the weekends, it's horrible. I'm a 74-year-old Vietnam combat disabled veteran, and I can't even sit on my back porch.
Every weekend, he and his neighbors say boaters line up in front of their homes, playing loud music, partying, and getting into fights.
I'm really thinking about giving somebody my $2 million house, and I'm leaving.
The Polk County Sheriff's Office can trespass people if they are on the land, which the residents say they often are, but not when they are on the water, a public lake.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
In May, county commissioners voted to designate a swim area and vessel exclusion zone in that area of Lake Winterset, which would prohibit boats 300 feet out from the land. It had the support of law enforcement.
It's going to definitely give us some advantages and some teeth with our bite when it comes to enforcing this. Right now, there's really nothing we can do when it comes to enforcing safety issues like that.
RJ Webb says the behavior is unacceptable. His parents live along the water.
People try and frame this as, oh, this is a good place where we come and we hang out with our family. We're not the disrespectful ones. Well, being here parked in someone's backyard is disrespectful.
While passed by the county commission in May, the vessel exclusion zone is still not in effect. We're waiting for confirmation from the county as to why. Reporting live in Winter Haven, I'm Stacy DeSilva, 8 on your side.
Temple Terrace city leaders hosted a town hall tonight to answer questions from residents who have growing concerns over chemical contamination in the city's drinking water. News Channel 8's Victoria Lucas was at that meeting for us tonight. She joins us live. Now, Victoria, we're talking about PFAS, also known as those forever chemicals, which have been linked to all kinds of health issues. And we know the city's water has tested above federal limits. So what was happening at that meeting tonight?
Akeed city officials were giving us an update on where they stand into trying to get the PFAS to the legal limit, which the EPA says is 4 parts per trillion. And to give you an idea of where Temple Terrace lies, testing conducted back in May for 2 water treatment plant sites here in Temple Terrace showed they were above the PFAS legal limit for 2 different types of PFAS. And then residents voiced their opinions. Temple Terrace residents facing city leaders in a town hall Monday night for a stark reality regarding harmful chemicals in their water system.
The EPA also estimates that up to 6,700 drinking water systems nationally have detected PFAS at levels that are higher than the proposed 4 parts per trillion future enforceable level. So we, Temple Terrace, we are in this number.
According to Temple Terrace City Manager Carlos Bahia, testing conducted in both March and May for 2 types of PFAS in the city's 2 water treatment facilities, Whiteway and Sunningdale, were more than double the EPA's legal limit for PFAS.
Water is our life, and it should be safe, which it is not.
The fact that I'm not getting the pure water that I'm paying for is a concern.
The city has tasked its water resources consultant, CHA, to find a solution to the problem. Here's Senior Principal Engineer Ed Tolton.
We're going to perform some bench and pilot testing, and those are small-scale treatment plants. We're going to come up with a report and conclusions in a relatively short manner, on the order of 3 months.
However, Tolton says it won't be cheap. For example, Tolton discussed activated carbon filters, which are used to take the harmful chemicals out of the water.
They have to be changed out once a year, and that's every big vessel. That's 50 grand.
In the end, it's the price all residents will have to pay for clean water.
We have to make a decision. We're going to boil it down to life cycle costs, capital costs, operating costs, and that translates into what rates you pay, right? So we want to minimize that, and we're going to look for that.
Public water systems here in Temple Terrace and across the nation have until 2031 to meet the maximum contaminant limit for PFAS. That's according to the EPA. Live in Temple Terrace, Victoria Lucas, 8 on your side.
Rain over the weekend flooded several Pinellas County communities, and some of those areas are still working to recover from last year's hurricanes. And now people are tasked with cleaning up yet again. News Channel 8's Jeff Patterson is in Gulfport, where several businesses had floodwater come back in again last night.
This is an area hit hard by last year's hurricanes. Some of the businesses here in Gulfport have still not reopened because of the damage they suffered during those storms. Today, they are mopping up again, just from a random rainstorm. This is what it looked like last night in Gulfport. After hours of rain, the streets were flooded.
It's basically like a river running down all of like the main ave here, and we were seeing it up against all these businesses that are just getting back on their feet.
Heidi France came down to see Beach Boulevard as the street and some of the businesses were just starting to flood.
It's heartbreaking because we've been helping other people rehab after the hurricanes.
At the Let It Be ice cream shop, they were cleaning up today when we walked in.
We had hoped to open this month. Our goal is to still open this month.
Last night, they had more than 5 inches of water on their floor.
It's water, it's sand, it's shell, it's kind of a little bit of everything. It smells so bad.
Which is frustrating because they've been working to get back into business.
We haven't even opened since last year. So we are still, what you see is still us trying to renovate from Hurricane Helene.
Some of the businesses like this one at Gulfport have obviously not reopened, but other businesses a little further up the hill have reopened, and they say they need customers now more than ever so they can stay open. In Gulfport, Jeff Patterson, 8 on your side.
And happening today, Polk County school leaders will discuss a proposed rezoning plan to address the rapid growth in the county.
That's right. They're launching a comprehensive rezoning plan to set some new boundaries for all county high schools. And on your side's Beth Rousseau joining us live in Polk County with the details. Good morning, Beth.
Hey, good morning. So leaders here in Polk, they say that they know rezoning can be frustrating, a painful process, but it's necessary. It's time for it to happen. That's why school board members are going to be gathering here today in Bartow to start the next steps of this process. We were able to talk to some parents of students here in the Polk County School District. They say that they have seen the effects of overcrowding at some of the schools.
They're short of staff. I did see that in the middle school. My daughter had it sometime, a bunch of substitute. They didn't have enough teachers.
Polk County public school leaders say today is a step in their efforts to address those resource shortages at some of their high schools, specifically via rezoning. Data that they put together shows Tenor Rock High School is at 62% capacity, while Haines City High School is at 127% capacity. That's an example of the issue that they're facing. They say it's the same case at Davenport, George Jenkins, Lake Gibson, Ridge Community, and Winter Haven High Schools. All are overcrowded. Leaders with the Polk Education Association say boundaries for all of the schools in the county need to be readdressed and redrawn due to the population growth.
We're exploding on the edges because we're suburbs of Tampa and Orlando on the east and west side, but then the middle is underutilized. And so we've got to comprehensively rezone the entire district, and they're starting with high school.
Back out here live in Bartow, this is where school board members are going to come together today during a work session at 12:30. They're going to take a closer look at the plans that they've come up with. They want to do this ahead of getting the community together to go over the plan with them and then get some impact, or I should say input and feedback from the community in the coming weeks. They want to have this plan ready for implementation by the start of the 2026-27 school year. We're live in Polk County this morning. Beth Russo, 8 on your side.